It's time for collecting bots with Danny the Puppet. Hiya, everyone. This week on Collecting Bots, I'm going to talk about, do you display your Transformers or do you play with them? Let's talk about the display aspect first. Well, there's a couple different ways you can display Transformer toys. There are some people who like to keep them in boxes, and it's okay if you like to keep them in boxes and you display them that way. If you display them that way, the element of play is completely out. But I can understand they look really nice. You like to keep them in boxes on displays. I know some people who will buy two of every Transformer so they can have one that they can take out and display outside of the box, and then they have one that they can keep in the box and look nice and neat on display too. Uh, but let's get to the next point. What if you take them out of the boxes? Do you just display them, or do you play with them? Again, they are toys after all, which to me is kind of meta because technically, I guess I'm just a toy too, being a puppet and all. But once you take them out of your boxes, you play with them. My personal take on it goes a little this way. When I play with them, which I do, I take a couple Transformers down every night and transform them back and forth. Another thing I like to do as play for me is I'll take little pictures with them doing goofy things and add word bubbles to them. It's fun. Now, I know we don't play with them in the traditional sense, but maybe you play with Transformers in your display. Maybe you pose them in different forms. Maybe you pose them in different battle scenes. Maybe, come on, admit it. I know some of us are 40 some years old, but maybe you imagine different stories going on in your head of what the Transformers are doing in your display. But I'm curious from all of you, how many of you play with your Transformers? Or are they just for you to display? Hope you're all having a great week here. And I'll tell you, I've got Transformers coming in the mail from pre orders. And I did something unusual this time. I ordered two of Studio 86 Bumblebee. Why did I order two of them? Not to keep one in a box, but to have one in my main display of Bumblebees and to have one that I can use and transform all the time and use for my goofy pictures. See, the last time I got a Bumblebee that I was using, the one from the Worlds Collide set, he got a little scratched up and nicked up. So I thought it would be great to get a second one this time. So I have one that doesn't get damaged that's on display and one that I can play with. So, do you play or display your Transformers?